The modern world you see today was not created overnight. It is the result of a series of powerful transformations, known as the Industrial Revolutions. These revolutions changed how we produce, communicate, live, and even think. Welcome to Lecture 2. In this lecture, you will learn the historical development of the Industrial Revolution, the causes behind each phase, the key innovations introduced, the real-world impact across industries. What triggered the Industrial Revolution? The Industrial Revolution began in the late 18th century in Great Britain before spreading to the rest of Europe. The first European countries to be industrialized after England were Belgium, France, and the German states. But why did it start in Great Britain? Key factors include availability of natural resources such as coal and iron, advances in agriculture that increased food production, population growth providing labor, expansion of trade and markets, innovation and scientific curiosity. The final cause of the Industrial Revolution was the effects created by the Agricultural Revolution, as improved farming methods increased food supply, which supported population growth. This created a workforce ready for industrial jobs. There are generally four types of industries that represent the historical timeline of economic development sparked by the Industrial Revolution. The shift between these sectors directly tracks how societies have evolved over the last 250 years. The industry types are the primary industry that involves getting raw materials such as mining, farming, and fishing. The secondary industry, which involves manufacturing such as making cars and steel. Tertiary industries that provide a service like teaching and nursing. The quaternary industry involving research and development industries such as IT. Now, let me show you the evolutionary connection of these four industry types with the timeline of the Industrial Revolution. Pre-industrial, primary dominance. Before the mid-1700s, most people worked in the primary sector, specifically subsistence farming. The agricultural revolution provided the food surplus and labor needed to kickstart industrialization. The Industrial Revolution, secondary dominance. Starting in the late 18th century, the first Industrial Revolution moved workers from farms to factories. This secondary industry became the engine of the economy, focusing on textiles, iron, and later steel and automobiles during the Second Industrial Revolution. Post-industrial, tertiary dominance. As manufacturing became more automated and efficient in the mid-20th century, developed nations shifted toward the tertiary sector. Wealthier populations demanded more services like healthcare, banking, and retail. The digital revolution, quaternary dominance. We are currently in the fourth industrial revolution, Industry 4.0, where the quaternary sector, focused on AI, data, and R&D, has become the primary driver of growth in advanced economies. The Industrial Revolution also established a permanent industrial chain between these sectors that exists today. Extraction. The primary sector provides the coal, iron, and cotton. Production. The secondary sector uses machines, invented during the revolution, to turn those materials into goods. Support. The tertiary sector handles the transport and sale of those goods. Innovation. The quaternary sector researches ways to make the whole process faster and more digital. Industrial Revolution 1.0, mechanization. This phase began around the 1760s. It introduced machines powered by steam engines. Key characteristics: replacement of manual labor, development of factories, use of steam power. Examples: in the textile industry, machines like the spinning jenny produced fabric much faster than humans. In transportation, steam engines powered trains and ships, making trade faster and more efficient. Impact across sectors. Manufacturing became faster. Costs of goods decreased. Cities began to grow as people moved for jobs. Industrial Revolution 2.0, technological revolution or electrification. This phase began in the late 19th century. It introduced electricity and mass production. Key characteristics: use of electrical power, assembly line production, expansion of communication systems. Examples: In manufacturing, assembly lines allowed products to be built step by step with high efficiency, such as automobile industries. In communication, the telegraph and telephone enabled faster exchange of information. Impact across sectors. Mass production increased availability of goods. Transportation networks expanded. Global trade accelerated. Industrial Revolution 3.0 Digital Revolution. This phase began in the mid-20th century. It introduced digital technology and automation. Key characteristics: use of computers, development of the internet, automation of processes. Real-world examples. In business, companies began using computers for accounting and operations. In education, digital platforms enabled online learning. In banking, ATMs and online banking systems changed how people manage money. Impact across sectors. Increased efficiency and accuracy. Faster communication. Global connectivity. Industrial Revolution 4.0 Smart Revolution. This is the current phase we are living in. It combines digital, physical, and biological systems. Key characteristics: artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, robotics, data-driven systems. Real-world examples. In healthcare, AI helps analyze medical images and supports diagnosis. In agriculture, sensors monitor soil conditions to optimize crop production. In engineering, smart factories use automation to improve efficiency. In transportation, autonomous vehicles are being developed to reduce human error. Smart cities use connected systems to manage traffic, energy, and security more efficiently. Comparison of the four revolutions. Each revolution introduced a major shift. IR 1.0 mechanization. IR 2.0's technological revolution, also known as electrification. IR 3.0 digitalization. IR 4.0 intelligence and connectivity. Each phase built on the previous one, creating increasingly advanced systems. Cross-industry impact. The industrial revolutions affected all sectors. Healthcare from manual tools to AI-assisted diagnosis. Business from local trade to global digital markets. Agriculture from manual farming to precision agriculture. Education from classrooms to digital learning platforms. Engineering from simple machines to automated systems. Challenges of industrial revolutions. While these revolutions brought many benefits, they also introduced challenges. Examples: job displacement due to automation, environmental impact from industrial activity, need for continuous skill development, digital divide between regions. Why this matters today. Understanding the Industrial Revolution helps you recognize patterns of technological change, adapt to future innovations, and prepare for evolving career demands. Technology will continue to evolve and new revolutions may emerge in the future. Conclusion. In this lecture, we explored the origins of the Industrial Revolution, the four major phases, key innovations in each stage, real-world applications across industries. The Industrial Revolution is not just history. It is the foundation of the modern world and the future you are entering. In the next episode, we will explore the role of data in emerging technologies and why data is considered the new oil. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.